Um, do y'all know a Shakira?
I don't.
I don't know anybody by that name personally, no.
Christian, everything is not okay. I'm getting threats. Alicia, I'm not messing with Trina. Trina is messing with me. And y'all,
Trina has people believing that you were combining her with the business issue. And I tried to kindly, inform her that she's not involved with the business tarnishing, to let her know that, hey, she wasn't talking about you. You're good. But I got attacked and I left. So I'm not sure what she's telling everyone, but especially about the business tarnishing, she wasn't involved, and no one can say that Madinah said that she tarnished her business, because she didn't.
this had nothing to do with Trina.
No, it was not me. I'm sorry. Look, they're thinking that I had called Trina. I don't even know Trina's number. I don't even know Trina. I mean, it's seriously, I am a business person.
Trina doesn't, let me say this.
I own a production company. I would not do anything that would tarnish my.
Hold on one second, Black.
You know what?
I want to prove what you're saying. Let's read this right quick. Can everybody see that? That on to the left. Someone reached out to me and said, I want you to tell your story. I feel like no one's letting you tell your story. So then I said, okay, and I'm going to send a message to everyone. So at the same time, yes, everybody can know the story. I never said anything negative about her. So she is lying to y'all. And then let's look at this. I said to her, I can't hardly see it from here. Can you read that first message, Michelle?
Hold on, I'm responding to somebody. I will turn these comments off.
Fact.
Okay. All right. So, no, I can't read that. I'm sorry. It's too small.
What it says is...
it says, hey, Trina, this is Madinah, a.k.a. that lady, laugh out loud. When you get a chance, can you call me? And it has a number right there. Nothing negative at all.
Can you read the next one?
It says, hi, Trina. Hope you are doing well. I will be on so-and-so's live tomorrow between 11 p.m. to 11:15 p.m. to tell my story. Hope to see you here. Continue peace and blessings.
Now, is that harassing her?
No. In my opinion, it's not. However, I would tell you not to message her again.
Oh, I'm not going to. And
first, D, hold on. These people are accusing me of calling her. That is so stupid. How can I call her? I don't care if you heard a recording. It was not me. Grow up.
Trina is making this. Wait a minute. Trina is making this about herself. I have so many numbers of people contacting me and harassing me because my number was doxxed. My mother home was also doxxed at 72 years old. I did not call Trina and threaten her. When Trina was on that live with Aunt Karen and she said my name, I called Trina and left a message and said, I'm trying to understand. Every other time you say that lady, but this time you mention my name. So what's going on? That's what that was. I never called Trina harassing her. If y'all listening to something, the only other recording was a year or so ago when I had an issue with Diamond, and I already talked about that. I talked about that, but nobody want to believe me. You want to believe what you want to believe, and that's fine. But I did not threaten her. I don't know what Trina got going on mentally, because if you go on YouTube, she done made about 20 videos of me. I'm telling the story from the beginning to the end about where I landed with Hoover and Black Diamond. That's it. I don't know what Trina talking about. I never harassed her. She sent me a long message cursing me out while I was on the way to figure out if something happened to my daughter. I didn't know what. I didn't have time to send nothing back to her. So at the end of the day, play the recordings. Play them. Because I have not harassed her. When Trina was online talking about me, it was around 3 o'clock in the morning. I texted Trina and said, come to my live and talk about me. Trina never did answer the phone. The next day is when she sent me that long message calling me all kinds of names, that I was fake, trying to give her money and all this other kind of mess. Trina doing this. She ain't go this hard on Diamond. So why are you going this hard on me? I didn't do nothing to Trina. Come on, like y'all really are sounding so pathetic.
So for anybody that wants to come up, first you got to be polite, okay? Just because you're in the comments asking to come up, you're not owed a space on the panel. And that's for anybody, so no one gets offended that I'm trying to call them out or anything. That's just a general statement. And then also, if you want to hear her side of the story, listen to her. Stop writing stuff in the comments. Like those comments can easily be shut off.
Oh, I'm about to cut them off now.
Good. Because that accusing me of doing stuff that I didn't do is really ticking me off, Dee. It's really pissing me off.
I know I have. That's
People people acting like Scooby Doo and Shaggy and getting shit wrong.
This is so and the message right here, the second one, I sent that to about 50 people because when I reached out to this person, she said she understood what I was trying to say, but she felt like the platforms I was on was not giving me an opportunity to tell my story. And so therefore, she asked me if I would come on her live today at 11 when she got off work or tomorrow. I said, let it be tomorrow because I haven't had no sleep. I ain't been eating or anything. Just let it be tomorrow. She called me back when she seen the messages of somebody saying they're gonna kill me and I shouldn't have brought up this and that. She called me back and said she got warnings, and she told me she wasn't gonna do the thing because she got warnings from people threatening her. Why would y'all do all of that? And all I'm trying to do is tell my story. I didn't do anything to Trina.
So your cousin just called Trina twice. Trina has the phone calls recording where they identify themselves as being your cousin. So did you give your cousin Trina's phone number to contact her?
Didn't Trina dox me? Let me put the number back up because I don't think
that means the whole world. Well,
I don't think you understand. So I'm gonna clarify some things. Didn't Trina dox me and have my number up there? My number was doxed yesterday, and
have you not been calling her all week?
I ain't been calling Trina.
She has a voicemail of you.
I have not been calling Trina all week,
and you've been texting her.
You've been saying lying. That she was
threatening.
You no, are I'm lying.
Not. The same phone number that you're
you are delusional.
Is the same phone number that is up there.
I did not call Trina at
So you haven't been calling Trina at all this week?
No.
Her voice is out.
My God.
It's the same voice on the voicemail. Like you're telling me her voice is out. That's not doing nothing for me. That's the same.
It don't matter. It don't matter if it ain't doing nothing.
That's the same number that you're sitting over here screaming about, that you're going off about because you're saying that Trina doxed you. Okay, Trina doxed you, whatever. That's the same phone number. That is the same voicemails that we're hearing connected to that phone number. And you're saying you haven't been calling Trina. Where'd she get the voicemails from?
If somebody contacted Trina, it was not me.
But you're screaming about it. You're not listening. You're not listening to me, right? You're not. I'm not.
No, you're not listening to me.
You're saying Trina doxed your phone number, right? Trina doxed your phone number. Okay. Hold on. Trina doxed your phone number. She played the voicemails from you saying thank you for threatening me.
One moment.
Telling you to hold on to your please.
Yelling. I have laryngitis and I cannot be yelling. I have not called Trina. But when Trina went on Aunt Karen Live, any other time, see y'all not letting me, y'all not hearing my story, y'all hearing what she's saying and going by that. When she was on Aunt Karen Live, any other time she talk about me, she says, that lady, if you look at the recording that I put up here, I said, hello to Trina. And I said, Trina, this is Madinah, aka that lady, because that's how she called me, that lady. When she went on Karen Live and mentioned my name, I called Trina and said, I left her a message because she didn't answer. I said, Trina, why did you mention my name? She didn't answer. It's the voicemail. I said, what did I do? I said, you could call me back and discuss what happened. What did I do that made you want to call my name? What it was she was telling her story. So when I realized she was telling her story, I left it alone. But then someone reached out to me and said, Trina is on live talking about you. I was on live. I called Trina and said, come to my live and say it to my face. That's what I did. And then that was the last communication. The next communication was via text message. I was on my way because my daughter is in a DV situation and she called me. I didn't know what was happening. I was on my way to get my daughter. Trina sent me a long text message, along with capital letters, saying all this stuff. I did not have time to respond because she was not relevant. I'm worrying about if my daughter is still living or not. When I got to my daughter's apartment, the police officers called me and said, Miss Taylor, they are not answering the door. No one's answering the door. And I said, my baby. He killed my baby. He killed my baby. I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't worrying about no message that Trina was leaving. I was worried about if my daughter was alive or not. After when I was able to respond, that is when I responded to Trina because she kept making up lies like I'm threatening her. I was not threatening her. I never did. So I couldn't understand, why is she doing this to me? I did not do anything to her. So if somebody was calling her, using my number for however way they did, that was not me. Now, the person did recently call her because when I got that death threat saying that somebody was going to kill me if I mentioned, because I mentioned Diamond name and Trina name, and if I don't get off this live in a few days, they was going to kill me. So yes, my cousin called her to address the situation. Who wouldn't? If you got somebody that's threatening you and doxing you, Trina wasn't the only one that doxed me. It happened on $2 Live. They doxed me. And the next thing you know, when the situation occurred, just recently getting that message where it said, you gonna get what you gonna get because you keep talking about, you said something about Trina and Diamond, and if you don't get off this live in 2 days, you're gonna die. When we did a trace of that number, it showed up California. Of course my cousin is gonna get upset. That's family. If anyone were to do that to you and see on this live, knowing what you going through. See, that's the issue. Nobody won't let me talk and tell my story. Everybody keep making assumptions and accusing me. Everybody keep doing this and doing that. No one won't let me just tell my story. And I did not tell my cousin to call, but she called because someone threatened to kill her. They doxed my mother. My mother is 72 years old with sarcoidosis. My mother lives alone. How would you feel? It wasn't even no reason for them to dox me. When I was on that live, on $10 Live, I came on that live trying to explain what I was going through because of